Hello, everybody. It is August 6th, and it's our team call. Hi, Chris. I'm just getting started, so I want to go over kind of our pre-launch of what we're going into for the next sales spike of the year. So the second week of September is when it really starts. It's after everyone goes back to school, after people celebrate Labor Day, because it's like the last hurrah of the year, right? So once people are done with that, then that's when they're really focused on, okay, I should probably get back on track, which is going to be the theme of our group that we're starting with Anne. So we're going to do probably a 21-day challenge, but we're going to start, I'm going to start getting some images ready probably on my drive. I might have some older ones from last year because we kind of did that in September last year. So something for us to be talking about and really focusing on from now until September. We can start posting about it. We can put it up as our image behind our Facebook. So, so we're really ready for that sales spike. And I want you guys to be thinking about and just having enrolling conversations, because what you're doing right now might not create that enrollment. Okay, so don't be disappointed when people don't get started because they're not ready yet. But it's very important to be doing those touches leading up to. So even though we're getting ready to go to conference, obviously we want to be posting about going to conference, why we're there, you know, the excitement going on. We're going to have lots of new products to share. That's exciting. But we also want to talk about September and what's happening in September for our, like, how we're going to get everybody back on track for the, now, I don't know exactly. I know the team is doing a group, so I don't know if we're going to try to merge and be part of that group. Or if Anne wants to just do one just together, smaller of our team. We'll see. But either way, we want to start launching towards that. Plus, we have an online event tomorrow evening, and I need to even start pushing this. I'm gonna do my hair and put on some makeup and not look like trash like I do right now, and start going live. I just threw some color in my hair because it needed toned, so that's why I look like this. So I'm going to go live and start talking about it on my stories. So this is an event that's not on Facebook. It's a Zoom. If you don't have a conversation with someone, you can't just mass invite. This is people you're having conversations with, and maybe they just want to take a look more at the opportunity. They want to have more information. Maybe we're going to have a few transformations and testimonials on there, but it's a good way for us to go into celebration with those touches. So this might just be a touch. If you can get them on the call, it might just be a little more information for them. They might not be ready yet, but that's okay. So don't be disappointed if people don't enroll right away. Just know that September is usually a really big month. I can't remember if I had 7 enrollments in September last year. So it's a bigger time for people to get started. So we're definitely going to push for fall. So I talked to PK about this, and he said you can't just mass invite because everybody mass invites, you know, and you might not even know what you're getting invited to sometimes. So that's why you really need to have the conversation, and that those small conversations are just touches, you know. It can start with just, hi, how are you today? How are you feeling? What's new? Those kind of things. It doesn't have to be right into, hey, do you want to try my new nutrition program? And that's why it's important, like, for us to be posting and being effective on Facebook, because I'm going to tell you a little story. I went to a birthday party for my husband's cousin who lives in Columbus on Saturday, and I'll be honest, I didn't want to go. I'm kind of burnt out on my Saturdays not being at home, and I didn't want to go, but I was like, you know what? These are all people that could potentially be part of my journey, and maybe I'm there to help them. So I went into it thinking maybe I'll get to talk about Isagenix while I'm there. And I didn't even have to bring it up. So his cousin was turning 40, and he said, you know, I watch you on Facebook all the time, and I really do need to call you to get started because my BMI is too high and I have this extra weight that I need to get off. And he works at Ohio State. He lives in Columbus. They're both beautiful people. His wife has like an IBS type of thing, like my husband. And her question was, are your shakes gluten-free? Absolutely. So even though they've never commented, he even said to me, I never comment. I just stalk people on Facebook. I don't ever post and I don't comment, but he's like, I watch everything you do. So if you're ever not sure if it's worth putting up a post or worth being consistent or committing to those daily action operations, I'm going to tell you that it is. It is. Okay. So now granted, I'm assuming he's probably going to be my September crowd. I don't think he's going to get started in the next few weeks. It's going to be a couple weeks from now. So here's the other thing that PK said we should do. We should be making a list of all those people that you're thinking of that haven't enrolled yet, that September might be their time. Okay. So, get your list going. That can be something, if you're driving to Nashville, that can be something, or flying, whatever. Take some time and write down some people's names. And I do it a lot in conference, like while I'm taking notes, people pop into my head and I think, oh, I need to think of those people, you know, because I have people that are on my, my scary list that maybe I'm afraid to bring anything up to them. But I know at Celebration there was action things to do last year where they wanted you to reach out to those scary people, your chicken list people, and just say, hey, you know, I'm at my conference, I'm thinking of you, and you're just the one person that I really want on my team, you know? So there might be something like that you're going to need names for, so you can start thinking about it now. Kaylin, just so you know, if you have a ticket to Nashville, because I know your mom had a lot of tickets, you can use that ticket to watch either live or watch the recordings, one of the two. So just make sure your mom puts that ticket in your name at some point, because I think that at least you can still use it that way, since you can't be there. And if any of you have team members that can't be there, they can still watch it if they have a ticket. So if you have to make it, get them that ticket so that they're able to watch it on the rewind. And the other thing I'm going to talk about, as I talk about every single time we talk, and I'm going to be a broken record about it, I want to make sure that all of you are earning enough money to make this worthwhile. I want you to, whatever your goals are, we'll talk about goals leading into the 90-day action plan. I know Cindy's putting together something, but obviously I will have weekly calls, and I'll probably have to do an evening one for those of you that can't get on during the day. I love my daytime call, but if I need to do an evening, I will during the 90-day action plan. Isagenix is doing 30. I think we kind of did it like that last year. So it'll be like mass action for 30 days, and then we'll go into another 30 days and then another 30 days. But building to executive is where you're going to make the most money. So that means you want to, yes, be enrolling. You guys are great at that. We have to get people paid. We have to get people free shakes at all costs, because that's where the real ticket is. Okay. And that's where we need to focus, because I feel like we all kind of struggle in that area. So I know our new group for fall is going to be focused on that more so than probably usual. So hopefully that helps you with new people realizing the potential to at least eat for free and then beyond. And in the biggest scheme of things, I've learned that the one thing that I'm really great at is retention. And I think it's because my skills go beyond. Isagenix teaches us how to teach people to eat for like their first 90 days. Like maybe they do the system as it is for 90 days, and then there is no training for what you do after that. And unfortunately, most people cannot live in that deficit. People cannot sit there and do 2 shakes, 2 snacks, and 1 meal, not 200-calorie snacks. You require more food, you require more energy, especially then, because if you do lose weight, typically we start exercising. You have to add more food. So if I need to start training on how you guys are able to tell people the next level, what to do after that, because I think that is a game changer. Really like helping them understand that this can be a lifestyle. It's not a diet. We aren't living in diet zone. And just really teach people how to recreate that relationship with food. Because here's what I was watching while I was in Canton yesterday. I was watching people in very small cars that were way bigger than the car. And I said, oh my gosh, like, how do people get in and out of those cars when they're so overweight? So being overweight is expensive, not only for what you're eating, how much you're eating, it's expensive for your, even think about like your health, your legs, your feet. Do you see people's feet that have an incredible amount of weight to carry around? Their shoes are usually like all like, just, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm not trying to be unkind, but I'm just saying that health needs to be a top priority, and we need to be the advocates for that and get the word out, because some people just don't know how to. And that is our job. Our job is to help people feel better. So without being long and drawn out, few action steps, really just be connecting. Keep doing your touches, your 4 to 6 touches over these next 4 weeks or so, because in 4 weeks is when the big boom is, and we want to be ready for that. And what we do now reflects what happens in 90 days. So just remember that the things that you're doing right now are what's going to carry you into fall and then into winter. And I'm sure that there's probably going to be some kind of great incentive for the fall, just like last year was Disney. So be ready for that to come. And PK explained it like this. Enrolling people is breathing. Free shakes is like water. You can be eating, but not drinking any water. And if you stop drinking water, what happens? You die, right? You have to have water. So your people need free shakes just like we need water. So hopefully that helps the analogy. I love his analogies. So that said, let's see. I'm excited for Nashville. I'm excited to see you guys and hang out. I will be arriving around early afternoon on Saturday. And then, yeah. You guys have any questions, concerns, things you want to chat about? Lindsay, are you leaving that baby at home?
Yes.
Yeah. Is your husband staying home?
No, he's coming. His sister's gonna watch before while we're gone.
Oh my gosh. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna leave early Saturday morning and probably get in around 4:30.
Okay. I'm driving to Breeze on Friday night. We'll stay there and then get up and leave, so we don't have as far to go on Saturday.
Cool.
Okay.